Have you ever shared your feelings with someone you love, only to be told you're overreacting or imagining things? That sinking feeling, that quiet doubt creeping in. Could it be real, or are you just being too sensitive? Today we're unraveling a subtle yet destructive aspect of some relationships: gaslighting. Stick with us as we explore how to spot the red flags before they burn too bright. Understanding gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation where a person makes you question your own reality and sanity. It's often subtle at first, a simple comment here, an odd question there. Have you ever felt confused why a simple conversation left you doubting yourself? It's like walking through a maze. Every time you think you know the way out, someone moves the walls. In relationships, this can turn conversations into traps and love into a game of control. Imagine every concern you bring up being twisted until you start doubting not just the facts, but your feelings and perceptions. It starts small. Perhaps your partner insists that the movie you watched last week was on Thursday, not Friday, despite your clear memory of the day. You're always mixing up details, they laugh. But is it just a harmless mistake or something more? How often do we excuse behavior as just a quirky trait of someone we care about? Reflect on a time when repeated small mistakes began to paint a bigger picture. Were these truly innocent or part of a larger pattern? Spotting the red flags. The red flags of gaslighting can often be subtle, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Think of the last time you noticed something off but dismissed it because you didn't want to make a big deal. What was the situation? Looking back, do you see it differently now? One major sign is the denial of your experiences. Consider a moment when someone denied something you knew was true. Did you start to question if your reaction was too strong or if you remembered wrong? You say you're hurt by a joke they made at dinner. They say, "It was just a joke, don't take everything so seriously." Now, not only is the joke on you, but your feelings are supposedly the real problem. Another flag is the constant second-guessing it instills in you. What would it take for you to trust your instincts if you repeatedly find them being questioned? If you find yourself questioning your memory of events, your decisions, or your emotional reactions regularly, take a step back. Why do these doubts align so closely with your partner's perspective? Gaslighters often isolate their victims from friends and family, sources of support and reality checks. They don't really want what's best for you, they might say, subtly suggesting that only the gaslighter truly understands and cares, which can make you more dependent on their warped reality. Navigating conversations. Navigating a conversation with a gaslighter is like trying to hold water in your hands, frustrating and futile. They might use confusion tactics like shifting topics or questioning your thoughts. Are you sure you want to go to that party, or are you just trying to please your friends? Suddenly it's not about the party at all, but about your motives. When confronting possible gaslighting, clarity is your ally. Clarity often means asking yourself hard questions. When last did you feel compelled to accept someone else's version of an event because it was easier than trusting your own memory? Keep records of conversations and events. This isn't about proof to confront the gaslighter, but about grounding your reality. Grounding your reality isn't just about disproving falsehoods. It's about affirming your right to trust your senses. When did you last need to remind yourself that your experiences are valid? Sometimes writing it down can help preserve your sanity against the tide of doubt they create. Empowerment and recovery. Empowerment comes from understanding and affirmation. Understanding leads to empowerment, but affirmation from others can catalyze this process. Who in your life has affirmed your reality, and how has this support changed your perception of yourself? Affirm your feelings, your memories, your thoughts. Finding validation begins within. What was a moment when you trusted your intuition and later found it to be correct? Reflect on the strength it took to trust your own thoughts despite opposition. Speak with trusted friends or a therapist, voices that validate rather than diminish your reality. It's not about seeking permission to feel or remember. It's about reasserting your right to your experiences. Reasserting your right to your experiences can feel like reclaiming a part of yourself that was lost. Can you think of a time when you had to stand firm on your memory of an event, despite others doubting you? And finally, remember that gaslighting thrives in secrecy and silence. By speaking about it, by naming it, you strip away some of its power. You're not just defending your truth, you're reclaiming your voice in a space where you were once told it didn't belong. You're not alone, and recognizing gaslighting is the first step towards healthier, more respectful relationships.